Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another speed build and another family home, and this time it's a base game only family house, which I'm really excited to share with you guys. I think this house ends up having 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. I think. It might not. I'm not exactly sure. I actually built this house like a month ago, and it's just one of those homes that for whatever reason at the time when I was finished building it, I decided not to share it, and I really cannot figure out why with this one because I really like this house. I use some like debug objects that I think looks really cool, and I think the interior looks really nice, and it's just like really detailed in my opinion for a base game home. So yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, but either way I'm sharing it now, and I thought this one would be a good build to do my Q&A over since I don't really remember everything about it. It's not really a build I would be probably super comfortable talking about because I really just don't remember who I imagined living here or certain things that I did. So either way, I hope you guys do like this, and I want to say thank you guys for leaving suggestions for me to do my Q&A over. I've gotten a lot of really good ideas, so I'm definitely going to be doing some of those in just like regular speed builds because I think some of them would be a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. But anyway, so today I'm going to be doing my Q&A because recently my channel reached 200,000 subscribers, and saying that is like crazy. Like that is such a huge number, and I just want to say thank you. I'm so happy that you guys are here and enjoying my videos. I really feel grateful to be able to do this, and it's just it's amazing, and I really don't know how to put it into words and really how to say thank you. So I am going to be doing some different giveaways. I'm doing a giveaway on, I forget exactly, is it Gleam? I think it's the website that I'm using. I can't even remember. But I'm doing a giveaway for Island Living, and it was gifted to me by SimGuru Frost. So thank you so much, SimGuru Frost, for gifting me that code for the giveaway. It will end today at noon Pacific time. So if you're watching this before then, you can still enter. I have it linked in my community tab. And then I'm also going to be doing some other giveaways too throughout the next couple of weeks. So definitely keep your guys' eyes peeled for that. But today I'm doing my Q&A, so thank you guys for leaving my questions, and I feel like this intro has gone on a lot longer than I had planned, so I think we should get started. The first question comes from Margaret McQuaid, and she says, "So happy for you, Dawn. I love your builds." Oh, thank you. My question would be, what would be your dream expansion pack if you were asked to create one? There's lots of things that I want to see in the game, and I think they're things that I like mention often, like ladders, bunk beds, improved babies, things for elders, more like family activities. Honestly, if we got another parenthood pack that was like very similar to that, I would be completely happy. But I think if I was actually to like design an expansion myself, I would probably do another tropical world, but I want like a tropical city world. I know we have Sulani, it's beautiful. I love the like secluded like Pacific Island feel. It's beautiful. Like it's probably the most pretty world that we have. I mean, that's of course debatable, but I think it's very beautiful. But before that came out and before Get Famous was released, I mentioned how I would love to see a tropical world that's kind of based on Los Angeles. Now we have Del Sol Valley, and you can see the waterfront area from the map, but you can't visit it. There's the whole like pier that's supposed to be like Santa Monica, but you can't go there, you can't build there. It drives me crazy. And I think I would design something like Southern California, but maybe a little bit more tropical, but have the pier like Santa Monica does. Hopefully you guys are kind of familiar with this. If you're not, then hopefully it still makes sense. But like a pier with a like a carnival would be so cool. I think that would be such a fun activity. And then a promenade area with street performing. I think it could kind of be like a mixture between Sulani, Get Famous, and City Living. And then also townhomes. I would love to introduce townhomes if I were to create a pack, because I think that would be something I would love to play in, I would love to build. And if it's like a tropical Southern California, we could do like those rogue beach houses that are also unique and beautiful, and oh, that would be so cool. I think I would do something like that. I think that would be a lot of fun. So yeah, I don't know exactly what else I would probably introduce gameplay wise, because I don't do a lot of gameplay, but I think for the art style, I would love to do that like modern bohemian look that you guys know I love, with like the light woods and all the plants, and oh, that would be so beautiful. I would love a pack like completely in that theme with like kind of a mid-century modern feel with wicker and plants, just tons of plants. But anyways, I think that's basically all I would maybe do. I mean, of course there's other things, but it's all I can think of right now. So thank you so much for leaving your question. The next one comes from KCK. Do you have a job other than YouTube, or is this your full-time job? So yeah, YouTube is my full-time job. I've been doing it full-time for about a year and a half, I would say. Yeah, and I feel really grateful to be able to do this as a job. I don't think, if you were to ask me when I first started doing this, if I ever thought I could actually do it full-time, I don't think I would have. I'm completely surprised and really grateful that that's the case. So thank you so much for your question. The next one comes from Melissa Pitch. How long do your builds usually take? Do you try to finish them all in one go, or do you break them up? I feel like such a slow builder, and my builds usually take days to finish. I am a slow builder too. Like, I feel so slow all of the time. Big builds like this one, I mean, it's kind of like a medium-sized build. It's on a 30 by 20, and I think that probably takes 5-6 hours, something like that, which is a pretty good amount of time. If it's a bigger lot, like a 40 by 30 to a 50 by 50, then it increases to like 8-10 hours, maybe even 12 hours, depending on how much detail I put into a build. The longest I ever spent on a build was actually like almost 20 hours, which is insane. And so yeah, larger builds I do split up throughout the week, and then I do smaller things in between, like apartments. And recently with like tiny living, I'll do tiny homes, which take me anywhere usually between like an hour or 2 hours. Apartments usually an hour if they're smaller. And so I usually just try to do those throughout the week so I can share those while I'm finishing bigger builds that take me a lot longer. So yeah, that's usually what I do. And so I wouldn't really worry about it. I think building is just a time-consuming process. So there's only like 2 people I've ever heard of that are like really quick builders. One of those is Hatsie. I've never seen her build, but I've heard she's really quick. And then SimProved. I've seen her build, and she's like, it's insane how quickly she puts builds together. Like at EA Play, I built like 1 or 2 things, and she built 6 like beautiful, immaculate, detailed builds. I'm like, how does this happen? So yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I'm definitely a slow builder too. The next one comes from Nora Hainsworth, and they say, what are some of your hobbies besides simming, other games, reading, knitting, etc.? So other hobbies that I have, I really love plants. As you can see behind me, I have a couple. And I don't have everything placed behind me the way I want it to, by the way. This is a work in progress. I used to have a shelf back here if you guys have seen my previous Q&As, but I moved that over here now. So yeah, I don't know. I'm figuring it out. I bought some lights too. Well, I'm just not sure what I'm doing. But either way, plants, I have a lot of them. My ensuite bathroom to my bedroom is slowly becoming like overran with plants, and I love it. I propagate them. I've been trying to grow a Joshua tree recently. I've been growing avocados from like ones I bought at the grocery store. And yeah, so it's a huge hobby of mine. I spend a lot of time with my plants. And then I've also been doing some macrame. I've done macrame since I was a kid, but recently I've got into it a lot more. I didn't really do that much in the last like 10 years or so, but like the past year I've done quite a bit of macrame projects. I also recently got into weaving. I bought a book, and I got a loom for Christmas, which I have kind of used a little bit, but I'm kind of just not really confident in weaving yet. But I really want to weave like pillow fronts. I think that'd be a lot of fun. And other than that, I love to paint and draw. It's something I don't really spend a lot of time doing. And I've mentioned this in previous Q&A, so if you've watched my other ones, yeah, I'm still not making time for it, which is a huge shame. I really should, because I do enjoy it and I want to be good at it. And then I get mad at myself when I go to do something and I'm not that good at it. It's because I don't practice. So yeah, it's something I should spend time doing. And then other than that, I do like to read. I don't read a whole lot, but every once in a while, if I have a good book, then I'll read it. Usually my sister suggests things to me. So if she has a good book she wants me to read, then I'll read it. And then other than that, I like to go outside and travel. And I don't play really any other games. I play Battlefield every once in a while with like my husband and our friends. But I don't really play anything else besides The Sims. So yeah, that's basically it, I think, for my hobbies at the moment, but they're always changing. Like, I like to learn new things, mostly crafty things is usually what I like gravitate towards. So thank you so much for your question. The next one is from Golden Chick 85. Oh, hi. I know you've left questions before, so I just want to say hello. What's your favorite family in your save? Oh, all of them. I love my families, especially the ones that I've created myself. Like, I love the EA Townies. Like, the Fires family from Get Together is probably one of my favorite pre-made households. I love them. I think they're so cute. I also love the Spencer Kim Lewis family, especially after I built them a home. I think they're like really cool. And As far as ones that I've made, probably the Murphy family that lives in Oasis Springs. They're an elderly couple and they're so cute, and I just love their home, and like their whole like style and everything is just, I love them. And then another family that I made that is one of my favorites is in Willow Creek, and they're the Cutler Haskins household, I believe. There are 2 moms and their adopted children. I just love the renovation of their house and like their whole style and everything. They're super cute Sims. But I know I have more that I love too, because I've spent a lot of time making my Sims, and I really need to work on their backstories, by the way. I get a lot of questions about that. That's going to be coming soon, and I'm going to be uploading my Sims to the gallery with their backstories once I have all that put together. And then the next release of my save, that'll be included in that. So hopefully you guys don't mind that that wasn't in the first release, but it's just kind of something I want to make sure is exactly the way I want it to be. I don't know, I'm a bit picky, but yeah, I think those ones are my absolute favorites. So thank you so much for your question. The next one comes from Elizabeth Hartley. Same question I asked Deligracy. I think it's a fun question. Kiss, marry, kill. 3 Sims, Mortimer Goth, Jeffrey Landgrab, or Vladimir Stroud. Who would you kiss, who would you marry, and who would you kill, and why? This is a really fun question. This is so cool. First off, I know I would kill Vlad because he's obnoxious, and every time I play the game, he's always bugging and harassing my Sims in the middle of the night, and I think it's kind of obnoxious. Although I do like my makeover of him, and that makes me want to maybe marry or kiss him more, but no, I'd still probably kill him. The next one that I would probably choose would be to, I think I'm gonna say kiss Jeffrey, because I think he's just a nice guy. I think he's kind of harmless. And yeah, I don't think I would want to marry him for that very reason. He doesn't seem very interesting. And I think I'd want somebody a little bit more interesting to marry if I was a Sim. So that would be my choice. Yeah, so I would definitely marry Mortimer because I think he's a little bit more eccentric and kind of interesting, and things wouldn't be so boring, maybe. Yeah, I think that's my choice. So kill Vlad, kiss Jeffrey, and marry Mortimer. So thank you so much for your question. That was super fun. The next one comes from Ryan Campbell, I think is how you say your name. I'm probably gonna butcher a lot of these names, by the way. I'm like really bad with names. So if I do, I'm sorry. I will try my best. But he asked, when did you start playing The Sims and which series is your favorite? So I started playing The Sims mostly with The Sims 4 about the time City Living came out. I can't remember if it came out, I think it came out just after I started playing. It's the first pack that I really remember. So it was sometime, I think, just before it. But I did play The Sims 2 when I was in middle school, just a few times with my sister. And then I played The Sims 1 at a friend's house like twice. So I don't really remember Sims 1 too much. Sims 2, my memory is just atrocious, so I don't really remember that either. I mean, I like remember killing Sims and like creating families and like building houses a little bit with my sister, but we didn't spend that much time on the computer because it was just very slow. So yeah, we didn't spend a lot of time doing that. I never played The Sims 3. I would like to. I've honestly thought about doing that for my channel sometimes, just like playing it for the first time. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, then maybe I'll look into buying it or something, because yeah, I think that might be a lot of fun. So let me know what you guys think about that. So I would have to say that my favorite series is The Sims 4 because it's the only one I really know. So thank you so much for your question. The next one comes from Inky Ananas. Do you prefer playing with vampires, spellcasters, mermaids, or aliens? Which supernatural Sims are your favorite? I don't know if I have a favorite supernatural because I don't really play the game that much. But as far as building, I love building stuff for mermaids. I think it's so fun. I've done a few different builds for them. I also really enjoy doing builds for spellcasters. I have lots of plans for the Glimmerbrook world and like builds I want to do for that. I've never built anything for an alien. I really should, and I've never been to Sixum. I should travel there and build something for my save because that would be really cool. And then for vampires, I don't really like vampires that much. I don't really like building for them. I mean, I've done some creative Sims. My Sims that I've created for my save file, I love them. They were really fun to create, but as far as building and like playing with them, I haven't really done a whole lot of, but playing with all of them, I haven't really done a whole lot of. So I don't know which one I could say is my favorite. Maybe mermaids, just because they're kind of pretty and I like mermaids. But I also really like spellcasters. But aliens are really cool too. When I used to just play the game by myself before I started YouTube, I'd actually play with aliens quite a bit. So maybe I'd have to choose aliens. I don't know. It's definitely not vampires though. So thank you so much for your question. The next one comes from Salted Peanut. How long have you been married? I've been married for 4.5 years. We will be married 5 years in July. The next one comes from Sarah O'Connor. Oh my God, congrats. You deserve every single good thing that comes your way. Oh, thank you. My question is, would you ever do a meet and greet? And if you could create a pack, what would it be? Thank you so much for your videos. They inspire me so, so much. Oh, you're so sweet. So yeah, a meet and greet is definitely something that I would consider doing. I've never done it before. I would probably have to ask some advice from some like other YouTubers because I don't really know exactly how to go about it. But yeah, I would definitely like to do one in the future. And then the pack, I did answer that previously. So my kind of city tropical world would be really nice. And then the next one comes from KCK. How are you juggling YouTube and your own life? Love you, girly. Oh, love you too. I think I juggle it pretty well. I mean, I've been doing it full time for, like I said, like 1.5 years. And at first it was kind of difficult to get in the groove of things. But recently working with like my husband's schedule and trying to make sure we have time to spend together and time to travel, like I basically I kind of play it week by week, honestly. I get really behind sometimes. That's why when I go away on vacation, I don't always have like pre-recorded videos. So maybe I'm not that good at juggling it, but I think I'm getting better, and I don't really have like anything that I could say that I specifically do. Actually recently I've been writing a lot of notes and trying to schedule out at least a week ahead of things that I plan on sharing with you guys. And sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And yeah, I've been trying to actually write things down, and that has helped me a lot. So I would say if you're trying to get organized, write things down. You don't actually have to make a schedule because I don't do that. I don't really think I could stick to a schedule, but just writing things down helps you visualize things a little bit easier. So I would say that's kind of what I do. So thank you so much for your question. The next one comes from Mariella Alini. I think is how you say your name. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for leaving a question. Amazing. Congratulations. If you could create a world for The Sims 4, what would it be inspired by? So like I said, tropical city world. So kind of like LA, but a little bit more tropical. I think would be so cool. But I also would love to see more European worlds. That would be really nice. Like a French world would be beautiful. I just say that because I went to France. I know I've mentioned that a lot, but it was amazing. So that'd be really cool too. So thank you so much for your question. The next one comes from Gra, I think is how you say your name. It's G-R-A. This is kind of personal. I feel like it's okay if you choose not to answer it. How did your family, husband react when you decided to do YouTube full time and have it as your job? Is it difficult explaining it to others when people ask you what you do for a living? Also, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. I've been watching your videos for a long time now, and personally I think it's amazing. You're so good at what you're doing. Oh, and you seem so happy doing it. Thank you for sharing all these amazing creations with us. Much love from Brazil. Oh, thank you. So I don't think my family, besides my sister, really understand what I do for a living. So they didn't really have like a big reaction. I just kind of told them what I did for work. Yeah, I don't know. They didn't really have much of a reaction. So my aunt's pretty curious. She has asked me quite a bit about it. But my parents, I think as long as I'm happy and I'm like supporting myself and, you know, providing income for me and my husband, then I think they're happy for me. So, yeah, but I don't think they really get it. And my husband, he's been really supportive the whole time. I think he was really happy that I could do it full time too, because it works really good for us because he does work a lot. And so if I was to be away from home, then I think we wouldn't see each other that much, and that would be kind of sad. So yeah, it works out really well for us. And do I have a difficult time explaining it? Not always. Usually if it's younger people, they get it. They watch YouTube. They understand that people do YouTube. But I think the thing that I run into the most is people are surprised that you can do it full time and make a living. And so yeah, people do get surprised about that, but I don't think it's really difficult to explain. Some people are really surprised though, because they've never met anybody that does YouTube. And so that's always kind of cool. So yeah, thank you for your question. The next one comes from Sophia Kosaradius. Oh no, I'm not saying that correctly. I'm so sorry, but I want to say thank you so much for leaving your question. You leave me comments all the time and I really appreciate them. But she asked, how did you and your husband meet? So we actually met when we were in the first grade. We met when we were really little kids, like 6 years old. And then we went to like all through elementary school together. Part of middle school, he moved away and then went to high school somewhere else. And then when we were about 20 years old, he moved back to where we grew up. We met back up, started dating, and yeah, we've been together ever since, and it's been just about 10 years. So yeah, that's how we met when we were in first grade. I think we sat next to each other, or really close to each other. We had like big tables, you know, so there was like 6 kids at one table. I think we were like at the same table. So yeah. The next one comes from Jacinta Maru, I think is how you say your name. Congratulations on the achievement. Thank you. My questions are, what do you like to do in your spare time? And if you were a sim, what would your 3 personality traits be? So in my spare time, like I said, I like to do craft projects and spend a lot of time with my plants. And then my 3 personality traits would probably be clumsy, would definitely be one. I'm definitely very clumsy. It's a bit ridiculous. Also loves the outdoors. I like to spend a lot of time outside, and I don't know what my last one would be. Maybe art lover? I don't know if I would pick creative, because even though I feel like I'm kind of creative, I don't know if I would have like the full-on creative trait. I'm an admirer of art and I try my best. So maybe art lover would be my other one. So thank you so much for your question. The next one comes from Assaulted Peanut. I like your name. Do you typically build houses from your own imagination, or do you use reference? Example, Pinterest pictures. Yes, Pinterest is my best friend. I'm always on Pinterest for building, for interiors, for things in my own life. Like, I am a Pinterest-aholic, probably is what you could say. But every once in a while I do builds from my own imagination. Like this build that you guys can see is mostly from my imagination. I probably still looked at Pinterest because I'm always looking at Pinterest. So I think even if I'm not specifically looking at Pinterest at that moment, there's something in my mind that's like still imagining something from Pinterest because I look at it that much. It's a bit ridiculous. So yeah, I would say mostly from inspiration. The next one comes from Lily Hygarts, I think is how you say your name. Not exactly sure. Can you tell us what CC you use in your videos? Also, I love you. Oh, I love you too. So in my videos, the only piece of CC that I use is the OMSP shelf. It's that red shelf that you guys see me use to place clutter. You don't need it to download my builds or use my builds at all. It's not necessary. It's basically just a really useful tool for me, or if you want to download it, it is linked in my description of every video since I started using it. And then other than that, I don't use CC unless it's specifically stated in the title, and then I will tell you guys where to download it, all the information. I've only ever done like 3 or 4 CC showcases, and then for Create a Sims, I usually make a whole like CC list because I do use a lot of custom content when it comes to creating Sims, but not in my builds, so no need for like a CC list for those. The next one comes from Mitch Simmer. Hi, I have a question. Do you use a lighting mod? Because your speed builds look so bright. P.S. I like your builds and I learn a lot from watching and trying. Thank you a lot. You are the best. Oh, thank you. I do use Reshade. I do have the preset linked in my description. It was created by Harry, and so you guys can follow the link. I believe it leads to her tutorial, if I remember correctly. And she has a tutorial on how to download Reshade, how to put it in your game, how to use it. It's very useful. It's what I watched to figure out how to put it in my own game. And then I'm using her preset. I think it's called Light Brigade, but I did make a few changes, and so those are in my description too. So if you guys want it to look exactly how I have it, then you guys can make those changes too. So yeah, I use Reshade. There's tons of presets out there, by the way, some really like cool ones with different effects, and I really want to try some more out because I've been kind of safe with just sticking with this one. But yeah, it makes the game so much brighter. It's kind of a little bit of a dark game if you don't have something like that. At least that's what my experience has been. So the next one comes from Tilda Paxton. I am so pleased that you're getting the recognition that you deserve. Oh, thank you. I loved watching your channel grow, and I can't wait to see what's in store for it in the future. My question would be, what's the one thing you really want to see in The Sims 4? For example, more realistic babies, less rabbit holes, cars, etc. Much love. So I'm not huge on cars. I think cars would be kind of cool. I know it's like a big thing that a lot of people want. I more just want like the clutter that would come along with it for like garages. So not that exactly, but improved babies, yes, please, I just don't want them to be objects, and I want like actual real like looking cribs for babies. That would be amazing. So hopefully that'll come eventually. And other things, I want bunk beds, I want ladders, townhomes, more apartments, hotels. There's so many things that I want. So it's kind of hard to say like what my most things would be, but things like that. Hanging plants from the ceiling. I know we have some in the live edit objects, but I want some that actually don't have like the harsh shadows because they're a bit overwhelming. So yeah, those kinds of things I think would be amazing. So I think I'm gonna have to start wrapping this up. So I think I should just answer one more question, and that's going to be from Ellie Grace. But I do want to say thank you guys for leaving all of your questions. I wish I could answer all of them. So if you guys want me to do more Q&As, definitely let me know, and I can do more of them in the future. But the last one is going to be Ellie Grace says, can't wait. Is there anything you want to do on your channel in the future? Example, vlogs for cooking, crafting, shopping, etc., or any changes you'd want to make to your channel in the future? So I think the main thing that I want to do on this channel, I'm going to leave it completely Sims related because I think that makes the most sense. It's a simming channel. That's why I named it with something with sim in the title. I would like to do like machinimas, maybe more gameplay in the future. I've tried a couple of Let's Plays and it's just not really something I'm excited to record, so I just kind of avoid it. But I think machinimas would be great ways to like tell stories that I have or ideas that I have. I think that would be a lot of fun, and I'm really interested in like learning how to do all the camera controls and the editing. I think would be a lot of fun. So that's something I am definitely thinking about. And then other than that, just like more challenges, definitely continue with building. And I'm not really sure other than that, but if I was going to do vlogs or anything along those lines, I would create another channel. That's definitely something I've thought about doing, maybe for like my like crafts and different hobbies and things like that. I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but it's something I kind of toy around with the idea of. So we'll see if that happens, and if I do, I'll let you guys know. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, then you guys can go over there and watch that, but I'm not going to introduce it on this channel because yeah, just want to keep it completely Sims related. But that's going to be it for this Q&A. So I do want to say thank you guys so much for leaving your questions, and also thank you guys again for 200,000 YouTube subscribers. Still saying that is like crazy, and I'm just really excited that you guys are all here, and I'm excited to continue making videos, and I'm just really thankful for all of your guys' support and everything. So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this Q&A, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed this speed build. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions that you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!
My whole world has changed, baby, since you came around. So take a chance on us. Take a chance on us. Oh, my whole world is tainted by the colors of your touch. So make a change for us. Make a change for us. I said take a chance on us. Take a chance on us. Oh, the sound of your heartbeat. I'm gone. I'm gone. I will surrender. Oh, when you kiss me, oh so sweet. You're the one. Say you're the one. No, yeah. So long I've been traveling alone, but now there's you. My whole world has changed since baby, I got you. So wake me up inside. Wake me up inside. Our whole world will change. Well, step slipping into